So, Nico, tell them about last weekend. How did you like last weekend?
Last weekend was actually really fun. So we were commentating, and commentating is such a weird word, but I guess that is the word for it, at the Randori Invitational.
Yes.
It was their first event. It was not an in-house. Apparently, a lot of people thought it was an in-house. But they had about 5 fights, super fights, all matched up within the area. We did a great job. Apparently, you couldn't hear the sound that well, but it was still really cool because they ran through everything. It was a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
They gave the fighters a great opportunity to get out there and learn to market themselves, to get the footage, to, maybe make some highlights with their clips. And next time they're trying to do it at a bigger venue, like with a bar, food, and have more of a community thing and actually get some sponsors to pay the fighters, because we need money out here.
We need money out here. Shout out to Al Hogan. He was the architect of the dream. He turned it into reality. And what I learned from the experience so far is the 75% rule.
That was your big takeaway. I think for the next part of the episode, that should be my answer, but he's not my coach. But yeah, do you want to tell him about the 75% rule?
Okay, so the 75% rule is this. The problem with a lot of people is that they think they have to be perfect in order to begin. But according to Al Hogan, all you need to do is be at 75% and just go for it. And I agree. You get 75% and you just go for it, and whatever happens, you learn from it and you move forward. And it was just fun. I had a phenomenal time. It was great to see how an event can be run. We had a stream, we had a fight card, we had great matches. Shout out to everybody that had a match. I was thoroughly entertained. There was a lot of lower belts there. It was basically a lower belt card, but the guys brought it. It was very technical. It was a great opportunity for myself. I enjoyed being able to be a commentator and look at it from the third person perspective and see how everything was. And it felt good to give my insight as someone that's competed at a high level and being able to explain to people that might not be familiar with jiu-jitsu what's going on, the mentality of the fighters, and some insight in how it feels. Like there were some matches where a guy would be super intense in the beginning, but then you saw in their faces and the way they fought that they slowed down. It was good to be able to give that insight. And I think it's something that's sorely missed in jiu-jitsu that we need to see more of. I think it's great to have people that have actually done it do the commentary because there's no experience like first person experience. And I would like to be one of the people that brings that to the forefront. I want to be the John Madden of jiu-jitsu where I've done everything. I've competed everywhere. I've even taught people at a high level, and I can share my knowledge with laymen's, people that had never done it before. Nico, you were nervous as hell.
That's what's up.
But you did a phenomenal job too. You did a real good job.
I was. Because at first, when I heard about it, I saw it on Facebook. I was like, oh, Tim, I know you want to do this. You should do this. And I was like, you should do this. And then we ended up doing it together. But it was really cool to go out there and do it together. It's like, I guess because I do compete. Like, I compete a lot. So I do know what I'm doing. So.
Nico is a certified ninja, and she doesn't want to tell anybody. She carries around nunchucks inside. She got the whole Ninja Turtle arsenal in the whip, and she's just ready for battle. And, you did a great job, and we look forward to doing the next one. We're looking for August. It's going to be local again, I believe. Be on the lookout for the next Randori Jiu-Jitsu Invitational Championship.
And hopefully now that COVID's better, there will be an audience. People will be able to come. I know I had some people from New York. They hit me up. They had wanted to come, but they don't have cars, and they said it was going to be really hard to get down here. And I was like, if you had hit somebody up, you could have just taken a bus down to Baltimore or D.C. And, if you had come to D.C., I could have been able to drive you up there. But I know there's a lot more people that were interested in doing it, so the next one should be really dope.
We're trying to take over the whole DMV, the East Coast, the country, and the world.
Yeah, notably off the 75% though, like when I was told the 75% thing, like dead bodies were involved. Like you definitely lightened it up for the pod, but whatever. All right.
You want me to do the quote? He said, Al Hogan said, 75%. It's all about 75%. I killed people in Iraq on 75%. We can get this done. And that quote is going to live with me for the rest of my life. That's the theme for the pod.
That's definitely the theme now.